Beijing striking back today with a 125% tariff on all U.S. goods sold in China. This comes after President Trump placed a 145% tariff on Chinese imports. And now we're learning of a possible reprieve on certain products. ABC News senior White House correspondent Selena Wang has the latest from Washington.
Hey, Ike, as the U.S.-China trade war heats up, the Trump administration is exempting smartphones, laptops, and other electronics from his reciprocal tariffs. That's according to a bulletin posted by U.S. Customs Border Protection late Friday night. Now, those exemptions also include solar cells, flat panel TV displays, flash drives, computer processors, memory chips, and semiconductor-based storage devices. So this is some relief for big tech companies like Apple, which relies on China to assemble the iPhone. UBS had estimated that the cost of the new iPhone 16 Pro Max could jump by $950 under the 145% tariffs that Trump has imposed on all goods from China.
Can you imagine cell phone prices and other related electronics jumping up astronomically because of this introduction of the trade war? It makes your head spin, doesn't it? It creates an uncertainty, not only in America, but around the world. And I'm sure there's a clarion call worldwide saying, what in the blank is this man doing? Because he's got to understand the dollars, but he acting like he ain't got no sense. I'm gonna say it again. I know Donald J. Trump understands dollars, but he act like he ain't got no sense. Is this how you wage war economically? Through this type of tariffs? I'm going to show you I'm bigger and bad than you, China. You go up, I go up, you go up, I go up. In the meantime, the consumer is catching hell. People, I'm doing this video late at night. It's Sunday night. It's 11:09. April 13th. You see, because the markets open up in about 7 hours. I did this last week. I was like, okay, let me check it out, see what's going on. The markets came roaring back after a dismal start. And after it happened, I just shook my head like a wobbling dog, like Pearson. Was this a way for the insiders to make money? They bet on the dip. And I just smiled to myself, wow, what a fiendish move. You see, people, there are a handful of people on the planet that can make the market move. A president, a Fed chairman, a WAR, people like the president of Chase, I forgot his name offhand, but you know who I'm talking about. Goldman Chase Bank. That guy makes all that money. What's this guy's name again? I can't think of his name right now. President of Goldman Sachs.
According to Goldman Sachs, John E. Waldron. John Waldron is President and Chief Operating Officer and a member of the Board of
President
Directors
of
the Goldman
Chase.
Sachs Group, Inc.
President Chase. I can't think right now because it's late. Oh, here it is. Here's my man, Jamie. Hey, Jamie, what's up? I watched a documentary on Jamie a few months ago. Didn't know he had some serious surgery back in the day. But yeah, he worth a lot of money. These are the kind of people that make, when they speak, markets move, people. And what if I told you that Trump is double talking? And what if I told you that somebody put it in a different way and I liked it? Let's just call it Reverend Elizabeth Warren, because she did the gospel today. I don't think she would have a problem with me saying it like that. Because Trump officials says tariff exemptions on tech are temporary. Oh yeah, I have a video to show you guys. Because the report I just showed you a few minutes ago was that Trump was about to sock it to the techs. Now, sort of like a backpedal. Trump official says tariff exemptions on tech are temporary. Elizabeth Warren calls trade war red light, green light game. And she's absolutely right. Little shake, rattling, and roll going on. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick said the Trump administration's decision on Friday to exempt electronic devices like smartphones, iPhones, and laptops from tariffs was only a temporary reprieve, but those products will face separate levies, adding more confusion to the already chaotic rollout of tariffs on Chinese goods. People, one of the reasons I'm doing this video, I'm asking myself, is Donald Trump trying to crack the economic base? Is he trying to crack it? It's like trying to crack a chandelier, you know, as above, so below. I'm gonna crack what's above and let everything come towering down, and I'm gonna crack everything with all this uncertainty, this back and forth. First, I'm gonna get China and all the tech products. Now, oh yeah, it's creating confusion. I think this is being done on purpose, but I digress. Let me go a little bit further here. But they are included in the semiconductor tariffs, which are coming in probably a month or two, Lutnick told ABC News This Week anchor Jonathan Karl on Sunday. Tariffs targeting specific business sectors will be imposed in the next couple of months on certain products key to national security, which will not available for negotiation, Lutnick said. I'm gonna let you guys actually listen to it, actually. I'm just reading it here. On Sunday afternoon, President Donald Trump sought to clarify the status of U.S. tariff on high-tech products from China. Quote, nobody is getting off the hook for the unfair trade balances and non-monetary tariff barriers that other countries have used against us, especially not China, which by far treats us the worst, Trump posted on Truth Social. So yeah, first Friday, Trump's like, oh, I'm going to hit you. Then Lutnick comes out, oh, well, you know. And now Trump's coming back, yeah, no, we going to hit him. Okay, watch this, people.
He appeared on ABC News's This Week there with anchor Jonathan Karl. I want to put this up here. So This Week says this: after Trump exempts tech like phones, computers, and chips from new tariffs, Howard Lutnick tells Jonathan Karl they will be included in semiconductor tariffs to be released in the coming months. Lutnick saying this is not a permanent sort of exemption. So that is different than what we heard Friday night and Saturday morning. A different line now on this Sunday morning. Well, our colleague there at Fox Business, Charlie Gasparino, tweeting this: a senior Wall Street executive with ties to the Trump White House described Howard Lutnick's comments about the temporary nature of the tariff exemptions as quote-unquote off message. So you see there, Gasparino now says the market will open way down again, since it appears the administration is totally confused. He says Susie Wiles needs to get control of Lutnick. He is a wrecking ball. That's what a senior Wall Street executive with ties to the Trump White House. Nobody is getting off the...
This is not healthy. This is not healthy, people. But I showed you guys, I did a video about a week ago. I showed you the birthdays of China's president versus Trump. If I'm not mistaken, their birthdays are exactly 4 months and 7 days apart. Yeah, I believe that's what it is. I did a video about a week ago, and I showed that the president of China versus Trump's birthday, I subtracted their birthdays, I believe it's exactly 4 months and 7 days apart. People, it's all game. And I believe they're trying to crack the ceiling as well as the base. And they're wiggling it to a point it's going to be unstable. I think they have a time factor in it. And I'm going to show you what I came up with. Check this out. I think they have a time factor here. February 1st is when all this crap started. February 1st, 2025. Now, remember when all the cool in the gang, all the big guys from tech came to the White House? I did a video on that. January 21st, all the big tech guys came, right? Oracle, all the big guys. Larry Ellison, all the guys. Here they are, smile for the camera. Remember they had all these folks and they pledged that 500 million? They pledged all that money for tech. See, 500 billion. Now, people, let me throw something at y'all. The big boys, they don't take a haircut. They don't take a loss. I am of the impression that whatever Lutnick and Trump are saying, it has to be okay with the big boys because it affects their pocket. Do you understand? So whatever they say, the money has got to be reported to. Do you understand? They're not going to sit and just... So why the uncertainty? Because allegedly there's inside trading, and this is the time to milk this thing for everything they can until they transition into the new digital currency. That's what I believe they're doing. Listen to me real good. No, see, Lutnick works for Trump. He works for Trump, right? But then again, you don't really know who's pulling his coattail. But just say in theory, he works for Trump. He's not going to go out here and upstage nor deviate from Trump without Trump knowing and the big boys. Do you understand? So all this is a masquerade. You're not going to shake up money at that level and not be cued in and get the wink, the smile, the nod, and the green light. So technically, when Ms. Warren says it's red light, green light, it's red light, green light, she's on to something. Very much so. The question is, who's controlling the damn light? I said it. Kind of tired. Forgive me, Lord. Look, it works your nerves. And when these markets open up tomorrow, we're going to see. They're going to make as much money as they can between now and what time? Let me show you what I came up with. Okay. January 20th, Trump was sworn in office. The very next day, the tech boys was at the White House. Do you understand? They promised $500 billion. Well, July 4th is our 249th birthday. Do you know between Inauguration Day and July 4th, our birthday is 165 days? And the 165th day of the year is Donald Trump's birthday, June 14th. Okay, numbers do speak. Now watch this other one. Friday was April 11th. All right? That's the day that Trump said, I'm going to do the DMX. I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. Tech and everybody else, y'all about to pay big time. Well, when you take 4/11/2025 and subtract that also from July 4th, our 249th anniversary, being a nation, you get 84. And what is 84? Barack Obama was born August 4th. It appears to me a transition of some kind will happen this year. And what they're doing, on purpose to me, what they're doing, they're figuring out creative ways to rattle the thing. Why they can make money. You see, because ain't nobody gonna sit up here, look, listen to me real good. Listen to me real good. Ain't nobody gonna sit up here and give up no $500 billion for no infrastructure. Okay? And wait on years for return on their money. I got to go there. I'm just keeping it real. Ain't no pimp putting no woman out in the street. Somehow I'm gonna get paid 3 years later. You feel me? That ain't the way it go. And ain't nobody selling no drugs out in the street, waiting to get paid with some drywall until the real money come in. No, If you give up this kind of money, $500 billion, okay, you want to start seeing something, right? At least the appearance that you can make it happen. Do you understand? Okay, people? I'm going to say allegedly, but I believe this explains the game that's in our face. And they made money last week. When Trump went hard and the markets went down, they played the dip. And like I said, those of you all who play stock, hey, I ain't hating on you. I'm not hating on you at all, because it's all game. We're going to see what happens tomorrow. My name is Franchise Pearson. I just thought I'd throw you my perspective tonight. God bless you.